Good morning. How are you? I got my new phone. Look, we had a little bit of snow last night. Just a dusting. But I'm telling you what, we got 2 more days, kids. 2 more days and the Medicare starts. I'm still thinking about it. Don't kid yourselves. And now I just got a new thing for my car, so I can, bring the camera in my car with me as well. I don't know what I'm thinking, but it'll be fun. So I want to put that in and install it. And then I have to head over to the post office because I share my P.O. box with Buddy. So I'm going over there to see if Buddy got an email. I'm not expecting anything for myself, but sometimes people drop cards or letters to Buddy. So I have to get over there. Anyway, I'll see you at the post office. Is it me or do I look whiter than I typically am? Maybe there's some kind of exposure thing with this camera. I have no idea. I look a little exposed. I'm so happy. I got my new phone. My daughter came over. Look at me in my car driving. Not really, I'm still in my garage. But she came over and she set the whole phone up for me. Did the whole transfer of one phone to another phone. I'll tell you, these suckers are expensive. They really friggin' are. They're not cheap, that's for sure. They're not cheap. Making sure nobody's behind me. It looks like the sun's coming out, but I gotta tell you, it's cold. It's cold. Let me shut my garage. Are you coming down? Good. Anyway, like I said, I'm going over to the post office, picking up Buddy's mail. See if there's any mail. He did get some pieces already, and I can't wait to show them off on his channel. But she just left the house, and I have this new iPhone. It's a new iPhone 15 titanium. And the only reason why I bought this phone, just so that you know, is because I ran out of storage on my other phone. My other phone was 64 gigabytes. That's what my phone was, 64 gigabytes. And this one, 512 gigabytes. Don't even ask me how it all goes and what it all means, because I have no idea. All I know is that it's more storage. So, and I need the storage, but the camera, I'll tell you, is showing every wrinkle, it's showing everything. This is like a really good camera. But at the same time, I went, oh, there's all your lines and wrinkles. Denise, there they are. So anyway, we're 2 days away, people. We're 2 days away from the Medicare. I said to my daughter today when she was over, I said, you know what, Angie? My daughter's name is Angelina. I call her Ange. And I said, named after her grandmother, my mother. And I said to her at 12:01, February 1st, I will probably be crying because I'll be so happy that this elephant that has been on my back for 14 months. If you haven't seen my video playing Russian roulette with healthcare, you'll understand once you watch that one. And it'll be off my back. And today, I had to run to the bathroom a few times. My nervousness from just getting a new phone. It's very little to make my stomach go, excuse me. And the only thing I could think of is when I had a little pain in my stomach out of excitement because I was getting this phone. I thought to myself, I'm not getting sick, am I? I mean, it was the first thing I thought about. I mean, this has really been a tremendous amount of pressure put on me. That my daughter explained that I put all the pressure on myself. And then, of course, my husband chimed in, His Majesty, and said, well, that's what I've been telling her. And that's when I got pissed off, and I looked at my husband. I said, have you been insured the whole entire time? And he goes, well, yes. But then I said, shut up, because I don't want to hear it. And my daughter, of course, she can do no wrong. No wrong. Hello, Angelina. I know you're watching. But I love her to death. I love her to death. She's such a good kid. But she's not a kid anymore. But to me, she's a kid. So I figured, let me run over. Let me go to the post office. And then maybe go take a walk because I need to. Maybe I'll take his with me for my little walk. I'm thinking about, I'll tell you if I get there. Because I don't know if I'll get there, so we'll see. But I need to walk. But I'm so excited that I got the phone and the camera is spectacular. Now, I don't know how it's coming across for you people on your devices, but all I can say is, it's spectacular. How am I doing on my, how am I doing on the bio coffee? Well, the 12 days is not up yet. We all know that because I'll come back with the review. So far, I have 2 thumbs up on this coffee. I'll be real with you, but I'm going to break everything down because if you don't think I started writing stuff down, you'd be mistaken because I have. Another thing, thank you so much for leaving the comments that you leave in the description, in the comments section. And I love that you said, Denise, you're genuine. Denise, I some people typically don't like make comments, but it's so nice that people are making those comments and I'm able to comment back, and I think it's great. So if you're new to my channel and you just happen to stumble across this woman in a car talking to all of you, consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. Always ring the notification bell because it lets you know when I'm putting out another video, as though my life is so important. I'll make myself laugh in a car. I just want you to know that. I will. I had my first cup of bio coffee. If you're new to my channel, there's a link there's a link. You can go see the channel, the video, and it's going to talk about all the bio coffee that I ordered. So you may want to catch up if you'd like to know, because then I'm doing a review on that. I am absolutely doing a review on this coffee. But what else is going on? I took out a turkey breast out of my freezer. I'm sorry if you're bouncing up and down. There's a reason for that. The friggin' roads are horrible here. Like all the infrastructure. Yes. And so I took a turkey breast out. I'm defrosting that. I haven't had breakfast yet. It is 12:30 in the afternoon. I drank that coffee. Yeah, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that in another subject at another time. My hands are like ice. I don't know why I didn't bring the gloves. Oh my God, they're like ice. It's overcast. The high will be 35 today. It's about 27 right now. I don't know. My car's so old it doesn't even have a temperature gauge on it. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Dorothy is very old. Again, if you're new to my channel, this guy behind me so loud with that truck. If you're new to my channel, this is Dorothy that I'm driving around in my 2006 PT Cruiser. I know what you're thinking. 2006? Seriously, it's almost an antique. Yeah, it's almost a classic. Hopefully she'll last till that long. I would be so thrilled. I'm not one to nilly-willy spend money all over the place, and especially not for a car. Oh my gracious, no. You know, you can't buy anything under $35,000 nowadays, and it's ridiculous. They got you coming and going. Now they want you to buy electric cars. Yeah, they're like, what, $70,000? Here, let me pick it off the tree in the backyard for everybody. No. I'm glad that some of you are reading my stories on my community tab. I thank you. I really thank you because you're reading them. Sometimes I don't make a video, but then I'll just throw up a story so you know what's going. That sounded weird. Throw up a story. Ooh, that sounds awful. Anyway, I will put up a story, and if I'm not videotaping, you'll say, oh, what is she doing? What's going on in that head of hers today? So I'll put it out there. You know, I can't believe the exposure on the camera. I'm trying to figure it all out. If I look a little red to you, because I'm looking at myself, I am a little chilly, but because I have to wait to turn my heat on. Oh, there we go. Now I turn the heat on. Got to give it a minute to warm up. I hope the sound quality is good because they did say I'm not wearing a microphone. And they said the sound quality was really good on the phone. So I'm hoping that you can hear me really well. And that's about it for now. But you know what? I'll see you when I get back in the car or when I'm home. Oh, the roads are empty. This is a back road to get to where the post office is for me. Just so that you all know. So it's very desolate. There's nobody really back here, which is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Oh, I enjoy it. All right. It looks very ominous outside. It looks like it's going to snow. It's going to do something. Even though they're not calling for snow, it looks like it may do something. I know. Isn't this lovely back here? Now, I have to be a little afraid of deer flying out of somewhere. So I'm keeping my eye on the road, on both sides of the road. I'm darting around like you can't. So I'm almost there at the post office. Maybe 5 minutes from it. Go over there. It's not, the post office is not close to my house. It's not close to my home. So it takes a few minutes to get there. Oh, look at this. I don't know what's going on here. Hi, can we get rid of this, please? Can we, look at this. Look at this jiggling. Look at this jiggling. I know what you're all saying. That's your own fault, Denise. I tend to agree with you. I do. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my head screwed on right with all of this stuff all over again. It's very depressing, just so that you know. You know, to lose all your weight and gain your weight back, let me tell you something. That is not easy. That is not fun. And it's shameful in its own way. You know, you come back on a camera and people remember you one way. If you go back in my videos, you're going to say, yeah, that bitch was thinner. It's like, I agree with you, I was. So, you know, just to have to do it again and push through, which I will push through. But it's not the same as the first time the second time, or the third, or the fifth, or the 10th, or the 1,000 times that I have lost 100 pounds and gained it back, and lost 70 pounds and gained it back. Oh yeah, that's the story of my life, just so that you know. It is the story of my life. Oh, here we are. See, that didn't take us long to get to the post office. And I hope there's a letter in there or something. You know, that always uplifts me more than you could possibly imagine. I get so uplifted when I see a letter to Buddy or a letter to me, and I just go, oh, I love that. Doesn't have to be a gift, but a letter, oh, you have no idea what that does for me. No idea. Okay, let me get a parking space. Here we go. Let's go into the post office. It looks like there's something in there. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at my hand. Oh, lady hands. Oh, you know these are for Buddy. Yep, they are. All righty. Have a good day.
You too.
What is your first name?
Jose.
Jose. You have a good day, and Buddy got some mail.
Oh, that's great.
Take it easy.
Say hi to Buddy for me.
I will say hi to Buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Isn't he sweet? He's so nice, that man. He really is so nice. And Buddy got cards. Oh, that makes me so happy. You have no idea. See how much I smile? Because he's loved. He's loved. And that means everything to me. It really does. Anyway, let's get back in the car. Let me go home. Maybe I'll stop for a walk. Not sure. Is it the camera? Really, what kind of color am I? Oh, it's windy. Let me get in the car. Now, do you see what I mean? Seriously. Now, some of these cards, one of these cards is a condolence card because it does say Grandma Betty on it, my mother-in-law. I don't get to the post office every day. I just don't. But I don't want to be reminded of bad thoughts right now. Ooh, somebody's from Boise, Iowa. Oh my God, isn't this nice? It makes me so thrilled. It really does. Not the sympathy card that I'm pretty sure one of them is, but I got a lot of thoughts about that, people. I'm not sharing it on camera, but I have a lot of thoughts about a lot of things. Oh, I don't know who's behind me. Oh, that literally, that man has no, let me look. He's having a whole conversation with himself. No, there's no ear pods in his ears. No, there wasn't. There was no ear pods in his, not whole conversation. Like I'm basically doing right now. Oh my God. Oh, who am I? Well, let's get out of here. It is cold. It really is cold out. It's a little bit of this and that today, you know? But I love that you came along with me a little bit. My little chores that I have to do. Oh, there's that man again. Let me get away. Because you don't know. If he's talking to himself, that's scary. Even though my car is locked. You know, all I need is somebody to try to break into my car. I don't have my father's nightstick in my car anymore. I used to carry it with me. Do you want to hear a story? Come on, let me tell you a story a little bit. Years ago, okay? I couldn't have been more than 20 years old. Yeah, 20, no, wait, no. Because, yeah, I could have been 20 years old. I had a little Mustang Ghia, all right? I love that car. To this day, I still love that car. And it was cherry red with black leather interior, and it looked like a 450 SL Mercedes. In my brain, it looked like that. And the only reason why I say a 450 SL Mercedes is because, does anybody remember the movie American Gigolo with Richard Gere? Oh my God, was he ever hot when he was young? He's still good looking, but man, when he was young, he was really good looking. And I'm just waiting for traffic to go by because, you know, I don't want to get any kind of accident. Nothing. Anyways, I had my little cherry. She was like a cherry. I love that car. And I had someone, now I lived in Long Island. I grew up in Long Island, as though you could not tell with this accent. I grew up in Long Island. And I was under a train trestle at the time. And I was waiting at a red light and I was under a train trestle. And the lady behind me starts beeping the horn. And I'm like, there's no place to go. I can't go anywhere. There's backed up traffic. And I'm looking at her in my rearview mirror and I'm looking at her and I'm like shaking my head like I can't do anything. And she still keeps beeping and beeping. Well, finally, the 20-year-old Denise decided to go, gave her the finger. I was like, because I couldn't go anywhere. And I was really getting angry. Well, before I knew it, I looked in that rearview mirror. That person was not sitting in the car anymore. No, she was not. She was opening my car door on my side of my car. Yes, she was. Right there on the driver's seat. I never locked my door. She opened the car. She literally threw herself in the car on me, screaming at me like a mad woman. And I had a plasterer's knife. Don't ask me why, people. I mean, for protection, I did have one. It's like a knife that's curved on a curve. I guess guys use it when they're plastering or something, but it was in my car. And I slit her face with the knife. I just went like this, and then she screamed, "Oh my God!" And then I pushed her out of my car. In the middle, in traffic and everything, I just pushed her out of my car. It was either me or her, and I was not going down without a fight. So I pushed her out of the car. I never knew what happened to that lady, okay? It wasn't a deep gash, but it was a good scratch. And I never know what happened to that lady. Now, that lady could have taken my anything. Could have taken my license plate, anything. But I think she was just mad, like nut mad, like crazy. And I told my father about it because my father was a New York City police officer, and I was like panicking to death. I took her license plate number, and my father said, "Let me run it through the thing and see who this person is, just in case she comes crawling out of the woodwork." But she never did. She never did. And that was amazing to me. But I looked at it as self-defense. At that point, when somebody's coming into your car and attacking you, I mean, listen, I could say something to someone, or, honestly, there had to be something wrong with her, because you're laying on the horn, beeping. It is traffic all over the place. I'm sitting at a red light. There's lots of cars in front of me. There's no place to go. And she's literally slamming on that and beeping until finally I did, the gesture, because I was like, you're making me nervous. And I was a safe driver even back when I was young. When I was young, I was a very safe driver, a very slow driver. I wasn't a Speedy Gonzalez. I never was. But when she jumped into my car on top of me, it was on my left-hand side. I went down to not my passenger seat, my driver's seat, and it had a wooden handle, and I lifted it up. I put it in my right hand, and I went, Shh. And because she got so scared, she didn't know what that was, she screamed, and I pushed her out the car. Never knew what happened to that woman. But she was in the wrong. Now people have cameras in their cars. Could you imagine someone doing this to you? And there's no place to go. This is why I said this had to be somewhat of a nut job. There was something wrong with her, and I would say she was in her 40s, probably 40s or 50s, so she wasn't a kid that you would say, well, a kid got pissed or what have you. No, this was an older woman at the time. And I went, oh my God. I was a nervous wreck. I came home, I was shaking like a leaf. I was so nervous, because I wasn't good at that time. I was still young, when things like that happen to you, they leave an indelible mark on you, and you just go, never again. Never again. That no one's just going to sit and just break into my car and never try to defend myself. It's a little different in Pennsylvania. They run around with guns over here, just so that you know. And not that I carry, because I don't, but I know how to use one. And I own one. Because you have to have some sort of self-protection, I feel, when you're home nowadays. Ugh, it's terrible. Whoever thought you'd have to have alarm systems in your house? I have an alarm system at my house. I never thought I would have to have any of these things. But you do nowadays. It's ridiculous. Can't people just leave people alone? I don't understand that either. Oh, we're almost home. We're almost home. I thank you for taking a ride with me and listening to my little story. I have a million of them, just so that you know. I have a million stories I could tell. That's what age is for, you know. As you get older, you got a million stories to tell. Anyway, my friends, I probably will go for a walk. Uncertain yet, because I don't have my gloves with me. And I would probably have to go home to get them, because I have to say, it's really cold out. Now, don't judge me from my last story that I just told you about me knifing a woman. It's not like, it wasn't a real knife. It was a you know, like they cut the wallpaper with this. You know, it was only this big. It was like that. It was like that. And I got her good. But not deep. But what would you do? You could leave that in the comments section below. What would you do if somebody opened your car door, and just shoved their whole entire body on top of you? Would you think like I did? I thought on my feet. I thought pretty fast at 20 years old. And my first thing was defend yourself, because ain't nobody here to defend you. Anyway, my friends, I'm so glad we had this little time together. I really am. You're probably thinking, is she a little nutty? No, a little. But that's okay. I enjoy these little talks I have with you guys. Goodness knows what I'll be making in my kitchen maybe one day this week, and we'll have a little conversation and cook something. I have no idea. But I'm glad you're here with me. And I'm glad you take rides with me and walks with me. I have so many nice people out there that are watching. Make sure you subscribe. It's for free. You have to realize it. It's all for free. All you have to do, I think, is give an email. That's all. And it doesn't come to me. It goes to Google. Anyway, my friends, be kind to one another, as I just got done telling you that story. Wasn't my fault. Be kind to one another. The heart is all that matters. And I know for sure I will see you all again. Because guess what? Dee got a new phone. Bye-bye. I'm going to a red light now. Goodbye, my friends.